So you'll actually want to ensure that you select the specific project that you hope to use for these deliverables throughout the term prior to completing Unit 1, because based upon the industry and the organization that you choose to highlight in your study, that's going to have an impact on the actual process that you use, okay, the actual BA process. So just be sure that you already have in mind the organization that you're going to feature in your project, that you select the type of industry that they're competing within. And obviously, if you're aligned with an organization now, that maybe you can see a good fit for these assignments, then I would recommend that you use them because you're familiar with a lot of the internal aspects of the organization and the ins and outs, or a previous organization that you were aligned with that you would like to feature. But if you cannot think of an organization either that you're aligned with now or one that you were previously aligned with, you can always utilize another organization that you have no affiliation with and just engage in additional research and create a project based upon the research that you've seen that may be beneficial for them. Okay, so when you get to Unit 2, after you select the actual BA process and methodology you'll be using, in Unit 2, you're going to conduct a needs assessment paper, and that's where you really analyze the organization, the industry, et cetera, and you'll use various methods and frameworks to really capture what's going on in that particular industry, to identify potential problem, et cetera. Then in Unit 3, you're going to do a stakeholder analysis or analytical review along with the RACI diagram, and you will capture how the stakeholders are impacted by this potential project, the proposal, what their roles are going to be in the project, who's going to be accountable for specific items within the project, et cetera, okay? And so you're just going to go through that entire process, and again, there's additional details within the classroom portal itself that highlights these various methods and frameworks that you can use, along with the templates that can be leveraged. In Unit 4, you're going to do a requirements elicitation. This is where you really begin to determine what are the requirements for the project, and you'll do that by conducting research, or if you do have access to individuals that you can gather additional details from within the organization, you can provide those details, so interviews and data analysis. There's various methods again, and a lot of this we'll talk about more in depth in the class, unit to unit. And then by the time you get to Unit 5, you'll be in a position to provide the interim business analysis plan up to that point. So it will not be completely done at that point, but you will have a lot of details, and this deliverable you will be using the business analysis plan template by this point. And so you're going to focus up on the scope, the specs, the processes, the issues, the challenges you've identified, potential solutions, etc., to that point in Unit 5. And then when you get to Unit 6, it'll be much more in depth. You're going to add a few more elements to that final BA plan, and you'll be really defining the solution in more depth, and then also discussing the evaluation method that's going to be used to ensure that the project is executed within specs, and also the evaluation methods that will be used to test if the solution truly meets the needs and requirements of the organization. And so you will provide an updated BA plan in Unit 6, and by this time you will be very close to having the entire plan done, and you will provide the missing elements and continue touching up the plan. And in Unit 7, you will be in a position to provide that final business analysis plan and presentation, which is worth 215 points. And so by this time, it will be a fairly exhaustive document. It will be very long and very in-depth. And so you can see the way this class is outlined, you're in a position to really build up on each week. And so I think that's really neat, and you'll enjoy that. And by the time you get to Unit 7 and you have this final BA plan, you would have committed a lot of research and analysis to this project, but it will be a deliverable that you can definitely be proud of. Okay, and that's why I recommend selecting an organization maybe you're aligned with, that you maybe have a relationship with, because this could be something that you actually take back to decision makers in your organization and say, look, you may want to take a look at this proposal. This is something I've actually worked up on, an actual BA plan that could have some relevant details to our organization in this plan, something we may actually want to look at initiating and potentially implementing. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then of course in Unit 8 we will have that final wrap-up discussion to bring the course to a close. Okay, so I just wanted to provide that quick overview again. And so after reviewing these two videos and this overview of the class, if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out, get in touch with me. Hopefully you found that beneficial, though, just to give you an idea of what we'll be doing this term, and to add a bit more specifics to this particular class. Okay, obviously there's a lot more details in depth in the classroom portal, so be sure that you go in and pull those details down as required and be in touch with me. So I'm excited to be with you this term. I think this is a class that you will enjoy. Okay, and so until next time, I'll sign off for now, but please be in touch if anything does come up. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.